What's good, everybody? It's your boy. We're back again for another marriage edition of the Empowerment Session Live. I got my homeboy from a different mama. We've been knowing each other about 20 plus years. We as old as dust together.
Yes, sir.
Antonio and his lovely wife, DeAndrea. Introduce yourself to everybody.
Hello. Again, I'm Deandra Bonner, and this is my awesome husband, Antonio, as you said. And we're in Albany, Georgia right now.
Albany, Georgia. Good Lord, from Zion. That sounds country right there.
That is so.
Yes, let's go ahead and get started tonight. Other night. First, how long have y'all been married?
So December 31st makes 9 years of being with this beautiful woman.
9 years that's a long time. In this new age of marriage, you know, we get in, we don't like it, we done. But 9 years is quite a while. The staying power in your relationship.
I would just say it's the commitment, because a lot of people say, you know, oh, love is all that matters. No, you know, you can love somebody and just not know how to just be there. But I would say commitment to each other and dedication.
Wow. What would you say, brother?
Marriage is definitely a challenge. You have to be equally yoked. That's something I had to learn. Having the same mind and being like-minded, and to be able to disagree and still agree and respect one another's opinion.
You bring up something about being like-minded.
Yes, sir.
And then Mrs. Bonner brings up something about the commitment. Throughout these 9 years, y'all commitment has been challenged.
Definitely.
Yeah, I would say it's been challenged, but not broken. You know what I mean?
So how would you say you went through the challenges?
How did we go through the challenge? Like as in persevering and get through it?
Persevering all day.
Yeah. Prayer, because you said the staying power, and ultimately the staying power is the Holy Spirit. You know what I mean? Like it sometimes my pride got in the way, and and I was like, I don't have to deal with this. You know, and God be like, oh, yeah, you do. you go shut your mouth, and you go submit like you supposed to. And a lot of times, you know, that be the rough part, when you feel like you're so independent that you don't have to do, you know, what you committed to do. So yeah, getting through is the Holy Spirit and a lot of prayer and tears.
My Lord, that prayer factor. You bring up a lot of points about the 3-strand cord is not easily broken. So you got the man, you got the wife, and then you got God, which is that thing that's in the middle that's holding it together. And in the same token, you brought up something about submission. And then we looking at, come on, talk the book tonight, the love. Because here it is, the crazy part. The Bible says the woman is charged with submitting, and then the man is charged with the loving. Do you feel it's hard to love in marriage, being a man?
Yes, sir. Now it can be, because some ways are different and difficult to deal with. You know, some temper tantrums are different to deal with. But here's the thing: it's a learning process, and just as Jesus was patient with us, we should be patient enough with our significant others. So you always there's something you're gonna learn always about your mate. So you have to be patient, even when you think they should be better. There's always something that you can look at yourself and say, what can I do to make me better while making while I'm working on her to be better, and vice versa.
Mm. What you say about that, DeAndre? The submission part, my God, from
I can agree. You know, I done bought many books, you know, like how can I be that help me? There's one, The Power of a Praying Wife. And it's not just praying about what you don't like about him, but it causes you to self-examine yourself as a wife. Like, what can you do better? It's exactly what he said. I can't even fight up because he's right. I'm a big old baby. So when it comes to what I want, when I want it, then that I may, react differently. And where I over communicate, he'll just be like, I'm not about to deal with this right now, and he'll completely shut down. So he'll under communicate. So we both have our ways. So I can't say a thing about what he said. I can't disagree with it because he's absolutely right. We both have our ways. And it is what it is. I've learned just reading books, praying, God dealing with me. Lord, he's so stubborn. I'm tired of him being stubborn. He's like, what about you? He puts that mirror in front of you and makes you, kind of fall back and be like, okay, what could I have done differently? Because I try to make him talk when he don't want to.
My God.
I've learned to take a few steps back. I might still say what I feel, but I'm not trying to make him respond to what I said or think about it right then. I may still express my feelings and then leave it alone and just go about my business and let us both calm down.
Right. Got you. Man, listen. My gosh. You talking, both of y'all are talking heavy tonight. You bring up a great point when it comes down to, you say that you took the time to learn your spouse.
I would say intentionally at first, yes. And then somehow over the years, you just you're not so intentional. You just want them to be who you want them to be.
Right.
Yes. And so I have learned maybe between we're working on year 9, but I would say between years 5 and 7, those were our hardest. There's so many different things that would come up against us. And so I think during that time, I was like, how can I be a better wife for Antonio? Not just a better wife in general, because of course I read the 5 love languages. I'm like, I'm trying to make this man, I'm trying to cater to acts of service when he's really a words of affirmation guy, So love him the way I just think I should do it. I gotta cater to his way, the way he likes to be loved.
What about you, sir?
Now, it was different for me because what drew me was her personality. She already had the Christ-like personality plus the physique of what I desired. So it was easy for me to look at the outer appearance, and then she had a great heart. So that's what drew me to her. And then I had to learn her over a period of time. Learn what she liked, learn the way she liked it. And that doesn't mean that we'll always agree on everything, but we can respect each other in the meantime and say, hey, that's something I don't like about you. And expect for them to take it in, or myself to take it in and work on it. But it's not supposed to be where it's a criticism thing, where you beat your mate down. It's supposed to be where you're lifting them up. There were a lot of days that I felt as a man that I was shortcoming my family, but she never put me down. She kept raising me up. She kept pushing me to do better and be better. And so that's what made me, that's one of the factors that made me who I am today, is being able to be pushed without being criticized.
My God. I need to breathe in right quick. Y'all just brought up some intriguing points. Because in the conversation, you start talking about the reflection, and it brings up the point: how can I criticize something that I'm supposed to be reflecting?
Right.
Because if I come on here, Andy, I'll read. If I'm a reflection of him, then I must be fly.
Yes.
Right.
I have to be able to look in the mirror and see, man, I see myself, because two has became one.
Yeah. Right.
1 + 1 + 1. And we in factor God in the factor, we all is one.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. So, wow. Let me catch my breath real quick. Ooh. I need to, man. Okay, yeah. Woo. All right. So, yeah, it's 9 years. Y'all got some children. Y'all got some children out there.
Correct. We do. We have a 6-year-old, and then we have a 14-month-old.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. So you got
now. Let me stop you. That's together. I was married previously, and I have a 19-year-old son, and then a 17-year-old daughter, and then alone I took care of a son that was 2, and now he's 22, going on 23. So this is my second marriage as well. So the first marriage, it was I was young.
Gotcha.
Put it out there. I was just young. Didn't know what I was doing, but I always had the sense of family, because that's what I was missing. My dad was not around. My mom and my dad, they got divorced when I was younger. At the age of 12, I found out that he had passed, never had a relationship with him. And I actually found out by going to his funeral that he was my dad. So I'm not young enough to understand death, but not old enough to understand the situations that come between parents and divorce. And so that led me to be able to, I was always family oriented, but I didn't always have family. Sense.
My God. So now we're talking about a blended family. We're talking about a blended family. With blended family, because we have seen the whole thing on TV, the baby mama drama, just all this stuff. So with the blended family, are you pulling all the things together to make it a family? Just, you got your second wife, y'all been doing this thing now. How is that working with the blending of the family?
Well, it could be better. I'll say this, but here's the thing. One side can work and the other side not work, and the whole bridge will fall. And so if the whole bridge is constructed, but the beam of it is not a straight foundation, then it'll fall, and it'll fail every time. And so it's just like a ball. I can throw that ball at you, and if there's nothing to bounce back to me, the ball won't come back to me. And so the circle has to be fulfilled just like that ball. We all have differences, but we all have to bounce off of each other for the support and help. And that's where our strength comes from as a blended family. And it's not there yet, but my prayer is that as I go through this journey and as we continue to live for Christ, that journey will be complete someday.
That's what's up. I gotta commend you. Listen, it's hard out there. I'm trying to tell you, because all parties gotta work together. They gotta work together. Because when it boils down to it, it's about them children. We may have laid down and did what we did to make these children, but to raise them, we're gonna have to work.
Right. Now, and I need to stop you here. Now, DeAndre, and I need to give kudos to where kudos belong. DeAndre has been a great influence to my kids. She doesn't even look at them as just my kids or stepkids. She calls them her kids. As well, I need to give kudos to their mom. the moms of my kids. So that's a blessing in itself. And then I have a little mama that's 8. So I have 2 baby mamas and a wife. But yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So, and I'm 38, and I started
38 years old. Good
right.
Lord.
So I started everything early. So it's not any animosity towards anybody. We all work together for the kids. It's just when it comes to certain stuff, we're not as solid as we need to be for a unit.
Right. That, man, wow. Before we go into the segment that I really like, it reminds me of a story. Well, not a story. I often look at history when I look at a Martin Luther King and a Cole Redder and a Malcolm X and a Betty. I watch a lot of movies and I really I'm just a hopeless romantic, and I watch how relationships evolve. And it is something to be said when a woman can stand behind a man or with a man, side by side with a man, and be able to push him in a way into his destiny.
Right.
So, this question is for DeAndrea. You, how old, DeAndrea? How old you is?
I'm 31.
31. Good gracious, would you believe, this is just a belief, that you were made in the beginning of time to be able to push the destiny that Antonio has, which aligns with yours?
Yes, I do. I've said that since the beginning. I believe that God made me just, and just to, but I think God made us for each other. You know what I mean? No, and though it's so funny because we're alike in a lot of ways, but I think what makes us different is what makes us, the best that we can be, because we're, like, for example, right now, we are conquering, taking care of my 85-year-old dad. I'm 31, he 85.
Oh my.
So,
oh my goodness gracious. Wow. I ain't even gonna ask no question.
I've been there for him in ways, to where when he couldn't encourage himself. But even now, this is a hard stage of life for me because I'm caring for an elderly parent. He's also caring for my elderly dad. And it's some days where I just don't feel like I can do it. And that's when he's encouraging me. He's like, this is what we're here for. This is why we had to move to Albany. We good. We got it. I'm here. I'm going to take the kids. I'm going to do this. I'm going to drop them off. He has completely taken a load off that would not have been taken if he was not here. I know that God set this whole thing in order and has us right here for each other in the time of need. So absolutely.
Wow, man. All right, this is our segment. I'm gonna give y'all 2 minutes to encourage that wife to be that wife that she needs to be to her husband, DeAndrea. And to Antonio, encourage that man that's out there that had a previous marriage and they found that they knew real, where they real from the beginning. Okay, never mind. Oh, but encourage that man out there to what he's in to continue to push forward. Whoever want to go first, y'all can jump on in.
So I would say, whether it's to a wife to be or to a wife that's struggling to be a wife, or struggling to submit as the Bible has commanded us to do, I would say that, when that, I don't want to call it a lustful stage, when that honeymoon part is over,
my God,
continue to learn and date your husband. Continue to, we are students of our mate. Continue to be the student at, you know, Antonio University.
Come on here.
Because you will change by life circumstances. Different things, whether it's death in the family, financial issues, your personality may change because those different situations tend to color you, add different, you know, colors. So you won't always completely know that person because they're forever changing, and that's why it's important to continue to date and learn that person. So I would say submit, you know, put your pride to the side, know when to be quiet and pray. Sometimes when you're acting a fool, you got to steal away, go somewhere else, mad or not, get out your feelings and pray, because the enemy hates marriage and it's his job to kill, steal, and destroy.
Talk the book now. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Was you done, DeAndre? You done? You closed on us?
That was it.
Okay, you gave the close up. Go ahead, sir.
And for me, I would say to the men, to keep being like Christ. We are the head of our houses, and we need to continue to be the head of our houses. And, you know, our families look up to us. We have kids that look up to us, and what we are and what we become determines what they are and who they become. So keep handling responsibility. It may be hard at times. You may feel like you're not doing enough. You may feel like you don't have enough money. You may feel like you don't have enough resources. You may feel like you don't have the energy. But the little bit you do is great to your family. It's impactful. So I would admonish everyone to just keep being faithful. It's easy to look at somebody else's household and look at it and try to compare, but don't compare. Build, and build not just separately, build together. The greatest foundations are built when people come together and structure them together and not by self. So in order to build a foundation, you have to have many bricks, but don't look at it as building by yourself using many bricks, but use your mate. You guys can come together and build some awesome stuff. We struggled for a long time. There was meals that we didn't think we was gonna eat. We lost cars, we lost houses. But we stayed, the one thing we didn't lose was our praise, and we stayed faithful to God. So in the midst of it all, stay faithful to God, and He'll bless you. And not only will He bless you, the stuff you lost, God will replenish it. And he won't just replenish it ×2, but it'll be 100-fold.
Yes, sir, Rabbi. Listen, y'all preaching tonight. Y'all go to their church, wherever when they open up their church. If y'all want to plug something, y'all Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, whatever you want to plug, whoever want to go first, y'all go ahead.
I mean, I'm on Facebook and Instagram. You can search my name, Deandra S. Bonner.
Gotcha.
And I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and you can look up the name Antonio D. Bonner Sr. That's SR. And I'm happy to pray with you, answer some questions, and give you wisdom and insight.
For sure.
The other thing I want to do is there was a minstrel back home that was beneficial in me and Deandra's life. His name is Elder Pastor Robert Mooney from the St. James Mooney. Well, I said his middle name. James Robert. He gonna get me. But he was very instrumental in our callings and our giftings, and so we have to give gratitude for that, for God using him to push us out. And the other Baraka Fellowship Faith, where we are now, the Lord sent us here to assist, and that's our assignment as of right now. So that's Pastor Smith, and he's a prophet. So we want to give gratitude to those organizations for allowing us to be used and served and to follow in God's step through
For
that.
sure.
ministry.
So y'all heard a shout out, Pastor Moon at the St. Bartlett Church in Huntsville, Alabama. What was the name of the church? Barica? What was the name of the church in Albany? Who? What do you call?
Barica Fellowship Church.
Barica Fellowship Church. Prophet Pastor Smith. Your members is on here on the empowerment session. So I appreciate y'all. Man, I'm telling y'all, me and Antonio go way back like Similac. It's 20 plus years of friendship, brotherhood. I appreciate him so much. He has definitely matriculated through time, and I've watched this man from far, near and far, and see him overcome the world. Now he's with his lovely wife. How can two walk together unless they be agreed? Good God from Zion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it's a beautiful thing. I appreciate y'all so much. Next time in Albany, Georgia, I'll definitely holler at you. So it's been your boy. Y'all know we come on every morning for your empowerment session live. We get real crunk some days, and some days it just laid back. We just slap the word on you real good. So, man, it's been your boy. So we're going to do it as we do every day. Peace, love, and happy.
Yes, sir.